Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He will push himself hard and is likely to climb up in his career, not just talk about it. He is strict with himself, very determined, and doesn't get easily distracted. He can achieve a lot if people follow his lead, but if someone challenges him, things can get heated.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't just sit back quietly, he's more likely to react loudly or with anger. He won't break down easily, but he can become very frustrated and might lash out at people around him, blaming others or raising his voice. He doesn't quit easily, but be prepared for a storm when challenges come.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He can earn respect for his hard work and strong leadership, but making friends at work may be tough for him. Because he is forceful and often insists on having things his way, some people may feel pushed around or hurt by his harsh words or quick temper. There's a good chance of arguments, especially if someone doesn't agree with him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He is more likely to feel uneasy or even frustrated if you shine too brightly in your career. Instead of feeling proud, he may see your success as a threat to his own place and control. He could become critical or competitive, making you feel small instead of celebrating with you.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he will most likely feel bothered inside, even if he doesn't show it at first. He has a strong need to feel in control and on top, so your higher income can make him uncomfortable or even upset. This can lead to stress and tension in your relationship, so be prepared for it.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is usually very careful with money and doesn't like to waste it. He plans, sticks to a budget, and prefers things to be organized and in their place, including his finances. He may even come across as strict about how money is used, wanting everything under his control.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and does not pretend to be richer than he is. He values order and discipline, so he's unlikely to show off with flashy things or take on big debts just to impress others. He prefers to keep things simple and will make sure all the bills are paid and nothing is wasted.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is tight with both his money and his mindset. He likes things done his way and can be quite strict, so he isn't the type to give easily or go out of his way to help others without a reason. Even though he acts polite, it's more about following rules than true warmth.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be very controlling about money, but not secretive. He will want to know where every rupee goes and expects everyone to follow his rules. He values honesty, but mainly so he can keep control.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to think housework is mainly your responsibility, not something to be shared. He has strict ideas about roles and prefers things to go his way, so he may expect you to handle most chores, even if you also have a job. He may help only with tasks he thinks are men's work or when it fits his schedule.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will most likely just help by telling you what to do or pointing out what's wrong rather than actually rolling up his sleeves. He prefers to supervise and make sure things are done his way, but doesn't see chores and diapers as his main responsibility. If he does any housework, it's just to prove a point or show he's in control, not because he sees it as a shared duty.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He mostly argues to prove he's right rather than truly listening to your side. He is stubborn and wants things done his way. So even if you share your feelings or reasons, he's quick to push back and defend his own view. It's rare for him to step into your shoes or try to understand how you feel.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can become harsh and say hurtful things or behave in a way that feels aggressive. He doesn't always hold back his temper, and his words or actions can sting, especially if he feels challenged or out of control. He doesn't mean to be cruel every time, but when upset, he struggles to stay calm and respectful.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he is the kind of man who gets angry quickly. He reacts fast and strongly when things don't go his way, often showing his frustration through loud words or a harsh tone. This is a serious red flag, especially when it happens often or makes you feel unsafe or small.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and take responsibility for his actions. Most times, he will blame you or make excuses rather than admit he was wrong. This can make it difficult to resolve problems or feel truly heard.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He struggles to respect boundaries and may not fully understand that no means no. He likes things to go his way and can be pushy or ignore your wishes if they clash with his own plans. If you set a limit or express discomfort, he may argue, pressure you, or even get upset instead of backing off. It's vital to notice this. Everyone deserves respect and to have their voice heard.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding or giving you space, he might feel rejected or hurt and could react with anger, coldness, or even try to make you feel guilty. This can create tension and make you feel pressured instead of supported.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
With him, you need to be careful. If he gets upset or feels challenged, he might use private moments or things you shared in confidence to hurt or embarrass you later. This can break trust and leave you feeling exposed and unsafe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful in the sense that he sticks to commitment and routine, and he doesn't go looking for adventure or excitement with other women. He prefers structure and control in his life, so he's not the type to be easily distracted or to take risks that could mess up his order. If you value loyalty, he can offer that, but don't expect much in the way of passion or gentle care.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, showing signs of jealousy and wanting to control your actions. He may question where you go, who you talk to, or even how you dress, always wanting to make sure things happen his way. You might feel watched, restricted, or nervous about sharing things with him.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what might seem like a protective nature is really more about being controlling. He will often dress up his strict rules or constant checking in as care for your safety, but underneath, it's about keeping power and making sure things go his way. Trust your feelings if you start to feel boxed in.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to see parenting as mainly your job, expecting you to do most of the work at home. He might set rules and make decisions, but when it comes to daily care, playing, or helping with homework, he will leave it to you. He can be strict about how things should be done, but doesn't often step in and share the load as an equal partner.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than staying calm. He reacts quickly and strongly if things go out of line, often raising his voice or scolding harshly. This can make the children feel scared or anxious around him, especially when they make mistakes.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will likely expect you to put your role as a mother and his expectations above your own dreams and needs. While he might acknowledge your hard work, he may not truly support your wish to grow or have time for yourself outside family duties. This can leave you feeling unappreciated and trapped.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might act supportive of your career at first, but expect you to quit once you have a child. His way of thinking is traditional and he believes in clear roles, with you handling the home and family while he stays in charge elsewhere. He may say he supports your work now, but later push you, sometimes gently, sometimes firmly, to leave your job for the good of the family. If staying in your career is important to you, be alert to these early signs and don't ignore your own needs or goals.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will most likely just act polite on the surface with your parents, rather than showing real warmth or affection. He believes in good manners and following social rules, so he will greet them, offer respect, and do what's expected. But it may feel cold or distant. You might notice that he rarely goes out of his way to build a real bond or show genuine care. He will expect your family to adjust to his ways, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He reacts strongly to pressure and doesn't easily keep his cool, especially when he feels challenged or misunderstood. This can lead to more family tension and make you feel stuck between the two sides.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who might seem modern with you when you're alone, but expects you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He wants everything to follow his family's customs and rules, so you may be asked to dress, speak, and behave in ways that match old fashioned expectations at family gatherings or events. If you dream of being yourself everywhere, this will probably cause frustration and stress.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than stand up for you. He believes strongly in his own and his family's way of doing things and expects you to adjust. If you're hoping for a partner who defends you and puts your feelings first, you might be disappointed with how he handles family issues.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He does have strong loyalty to his own family, and you may find that he acts like a mummy's boy. In conflicts with his mother, he will almost always choose her side or try to avoid taking sides at all rather than fully supporting you. He believes in traditional respect for parents and can struggle to set boundaries with them, expecting you to adjust instead. If you want a partner who stands firmly with you, this may be a lasting challenge.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share the details of your fights or private matters with his mother or sister, especially if he feels challenged or wants their support. For him, family ties and loyalty run deep, so he may turn to them for advice or validation even at the cost of your privacy. Over time, this habit weakens trust and keeps you from feeling safe or respected in your relationship.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like living under a strict set of rules where your choices and feelings are often judged or controlled. He is hardworking and reliable, but emotional warmth and understanding are rare.